Whoa, are you revving a Hellcat engine or are you preparing me a Haley Bieber Choco Monkey smoothie, Ty?
Actually, Eric, I'm doing both. I may be blending in the back of the Maybach, but if you have this blender, you can blend anywhere.
Wait a minute, you're telling me that this blender is battery powered and portable and lasts up to 15 blend cycles?
Hell yeah, brother, it lasts longer than me. This is the BlendJet 2, and it's better than a girlfriend.
Well, our breadheads don't have either, but they can use code BREADHEAD12 on blendjet.com to get 12 inches off this BJ and start blending in the bathtub.
Taking baths sounds a bit too zesty for me. By the way, this thing has free shipping and colorways that are giving me an insurrection.
Well, that's right, guys. It comes in strawberry manga smoothie red, Pixar illegal alien green, and LG BLT pride rainbow.
Whether you want to blend in or stand out, get your 12 inches off at blendjet.com. Code BREADHEAD12. What's going on, breadheads?
Breadheads, how are we doing today? It's Friday. Happy Friday to you.
I think we should rename it Toast Day in honor of the lack of fryer at Subway.
Lack of fryer. So we're not frying anything today on Friday. We're simply toasting to the fact that it is Friday.
Yeah, raise your 6 inch and here's a toast to the weekend. It's Toast Day, baby.
It's Toast Day. We're off to a great start this episode. What's new with you?
Well, coming off our last epi, if anyone made it to the very end of the episode, we watch our analytics. Most of you do. And I was really craving a cucumber sandwich, Eric. We discussed this a couple days ago. The rise and fall of cucumber sandwiches. There's two sides to the cucumber sandwich wars, and I just couldn't get them out of my head afterwards. And so I had to get it on my tongue.
Did you slice it before it was inside of you or no?
I don't know what you mean by that. Are you implying that I used the cucumber sandwich for the cucumber for nefarious purposes?
Yeah, you can't spell cucumber without cum, so it makes total sense.
Well, this was sliced. This was Subway style, if you will.
Good for you. So how did you construct the sandwich? Was it on white bread with the crust cut off?
No, because I am over 6 years old. I toasted my bread. I had this really nice Manchester loaf, nice and soft, but just a light crisping. And then, Eric, you know how I don't eat mayo at home? We've talked about this, right? I am a mayo denier.
Wow, mayo thanks.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't sleep with my ass up in my bed either. Anyways, in order to recreate mayo in times of need, I will mix Greek yogurt with a little bit of Vinny, little apple cider Vinny, and a little bit of sugar and a little bit of mousstarde. And that combination tastes very similar to what I remember mayo to be. So
that's right. For the breadheads listening, we've probably talked about this already, but Ty uses Greek yogurt in substitute so many more ways that you could possibly imagine. It's actually impressive at this point. This guy's a Greek yogurt guy.
I'm a GGG, Greek GYG, baby. GYG. That's right.
A Greek god of sorts. Yeah, dude. So tell me what do you think mayo tastes like?
Well, I've had mayo before. I can beat the mayo allegations. I've been to restaurants. I've scooped it at other households.
Squirted it?
It's pretty hard to go into someone's house and not find a jar of mayo. They are a permanent resident in most people's fridge door.
Yeah, I think mayo is one of the all-time greatest condiments, Ty. And not just for sandwiches, but for dipping fries. You know, you can also augment your mayo. You can add a booster to it, such as sriracha.
Yeah.
I mean, you can make a little sriracha mayo.
Yeah, the jetpack mayo.
The jetpack, yes. Shout out to BlendJet.
Yeah.
Um,
Use code breadhead12 to get 12% off your portable blender. Sorry, I digress. I
mhm.
digest.
New code coming soon. Uh, um, but yeah, dude, mayo is the greatest of all time, and we don't fuck with light mayo over here.
Mm-mm, full fat. And that's why
Full
I
fat,
love
baby.
My Greek yogurt mayo knockoff, Eric, because it is still as fatty as it could be.
Hmm.
But
And we all know that Greek yogurt is a great source of protein. So
mhm,
for the meatheads out there,
if you're a gym rat like Eric or a soy boy like myself, either side of the lifter gamer spectrum, you can benefit from having Greek yogurt in your life. Shout out to
wonderful.
Greece.
Up to Greece, who knew like all those years of not paying taxes would create something so beautiful like Greek yogurt? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. So, and Greek yogurt, if you've ever had tzatziki, Eric, Greek yogurt
Tzatziki?
goes, yes, tzatziki. Are you a bit kiki for the tzatziki?
I'm cuckoo for tzatziki for sure. Um, tell me more
Anyways,
about that.
yeah, any like real one, any like Mediterranean fam will know that tzatziki and cucumber is like herbs and cheese, baby. So
Ooh.
making my yogi with or making my mayo with some Greek yogi and then putting that in my cucumber sandwich is better, I think, than regular mayo ever could do.
Mm. Okay, interesting. And is this your Frankenstein Greek yogurt mayo with vinegar and you said mustard?
Yeah.
Or was it just straight Greek yogurt and cucumber and maybe a little cracked black pepper on that bitch?
Oh yeah, you know I'm cracking all over that, but
Oh yeah.
uh yes, no, it's my Franken mayo.
That sounds like some weird like mom and pop like DTC brand.
Yeah, it does. Like
Franken mayo.
you're gonna find it on the lower shelf at like your like gentrified grocer.
Yeah, Whole Foods definitely doesn't restock it often because it's
Hmm.
always in stock, but it's there and it's on sale actually.
Hmm. Well, here's what I'll do, Eric. I'll whip up an extra zesty batch of my Franken mayo, and next time we go to the way, just don't add one less sauce, and we'll post sandwich creation. We'll squirt some on, and you can take it for a rip in a few bites, just a few inches. It'll
I
change
would
you.
love that. I would love that so much time, but I'm actually worried that anything at Subway would ruin your Franken mayo, and that to get the full experience, I actually need to come and try a cucumber sandwich.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh man. Well, we gotta let that happen one of these days, Ty.
I think so. I was reading up on cucumber lore online, and a lot of advocates suggest, or like cucumber experts, they're advocating for the removal of seeds from the inside of the cucumber slice at time of application to your sandwich. And the reason, Eric, is because for some reason having the seeds in it make the cucumber wetter, which results in an overall wetter sandwich. And I don't really know the logic behind that. What like, I don't know if seeds are like salt on an icy road, the way that they
Mm.
just melt everything around it, but I think if that's true, we should probably analyze the seed to, uh, flesh ratio in the cucumbers at Subway because those are the soggiest cucumbers I've ever had in my life.
Yeah, that's probably a good point. And also tomatoes have a lot of seeds in them too, Ty.
Mhm.
So does that, if you were to take them out, does that mean it's gonna be drier?
Yeah, I
I
guess,
don't really
like,
know.
there must be a correlation between seeds and wetness due to, uh Mother Nature, because if the or vegetable can grow a seed, that means it's ready to deposit that seed somewhere else, right? Which means it needs to more quickly decompose to release it from the inside of the plant. So you're
This is
actually,
all
if you get a seeded vegetable, you're actually getting an older, mushier vegetable.
this is getting way too technical for me, Ty.
Mhm.
You know, I don't know if I believe in I think like we can't be playing God here. We gotta step away and just, take this cucumber as it is and,
Hmm.
appreciate it, Ty.
Yeah, you're right, Eric. We uh we should just be happy with the cucumber that God deals us.
But speaking of cukes though, why is it that they are the secret star of the show in any sushi restaurant? Like,
Mm-hmm.
why are cucumbers so heavily used in sushi? I'm only
That's
asking because every time I order sushi, my girlfriend has to pick out the cucumber from every single bite.
is she a cucumber denier?
She's a cucumber hater, and I told her it's just water, water and crunch. But that doesn't seem to land, and
That doesn't
it's
make any
it's
sense.
coming out.
It's
You'd be shocked at how much cucumber there is in any sushi, because like at the end of like a dinner, we'll have a full plate of it.
that's whack. It's whack for two reasons. One, you're right about its prominence in sushi, but also it's whack that there's someone on earth that takes offense to cucumbers. Like they're so inoffensive.
They're pretty inoffensive as they are, but I guess if I really boil it down, or get to pickling, um, they're kind of like a filler. You know what I mean? It's like that could be filled with more fish, or
Hmm.
you know more chicken, or whatever it is you order, right? More tofu,
Hmm.
inari, as the Japanese say.
I think that's probably why you'll find it in sushi rolls is that it just like adds to the roll without financial burden on the the omakase chef. But also,
You're
Eric,
right. It's
there,
cuke-flation, Thai, and I'm not here for it. I want my sushi purebred. Okay.
bro, the cukes themselves are inflated. I went to the grocery store the other day. I sent you a photo of this. I got a cucumber that I swear to God was 2 foot long. It was so long, Eric. I've never seen a cucumber this size. Like I couldn't even put it in my fridge. I had to put it diagonally in the fridge.
Your fridge said, "Oh, stop."
Like I'm gonna shove it in there. But
Yeah.
Eric, the other
Wow.
reason cucumbers are infamous at sushi restaurants is because fish are inherently mushy, and you need a little bit of crunch to contradict that.
Mm. But don't we like that? Don't we like the mushy fishy sushi?
I mean, like, everything in
Why
small
does
quantities.
mushy why does mushy fishy sushi sound a lot like choco monkey smoothie Thai? Can you please explain that to
I don't understand iambic pentameter one bit, bro. But I feel this way. Whenever you get like the what's the egg omelet at Korean restaurants?
Oh, are you talking about omurice? It's Japanese also.
Oh, in Japanese as well. Yeah, like that is the mushiest thing ever made. But like it's
Hmm.
almost like celebrated for its mushiness.
Yeah. Do you remember like gushers? That's basically like the egg equivalent of a gusher.
Like basically, yeah.
It's got the it's got the
Damn.
exterior that's like more cooked, and then inside it's like raw. It's like a medium rare like egg steak.
Yeah, dude. It's like if you like had a plate-sized gusher that you could slice open with a spoon.
Hmm. Yeah, absolutely. I
Melty.
miss, dude, I gotta tell you, man, I miss that restaurant Dosango so
Mm-hmm.
much. That place is fucking rocks, man.
Yeah,
And
it
I
is
was thinking about it
single
recently because I was watching like some Japanophile vlogs,
one. Mm-hmm.
and they just have like this nice little Japanese breakfast with like a little assorted like some pickled things over here, some fermented greens
Mm,
over here, a nice little piece of fish, some rice with like three perfectly arranged like sesame seeds on it. I was like, wow,
mm.
remember when we could go to Dosanko and get that exact thing? But I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure they're closed now.
They were a victim of the coronavirus.
I guess so. They also flooded.
Oh shit. Well, probably because of how wet their eggs were.
Yeah, it's like what am I stepping on here? Is this eggs, or did someone have a fun time in the kitchen?
Dude, I don't really get it. Every time I would order that omelet, they would always say it's going to be 25 minutes to prepare it. And it doesn't make
Oh, dude.
sense because I'm like it's barely cooked. Like why does it take 25 minutes to make a barely cooked omelet? But I guess
Dude, I
it's
love
about
my
getting
omelets
it
the same
just
way.
right.
I love my omelets the same way I love never mind. Um, but I think you gotta just do it low and slow, baby. You gotta hit that shit in the pan on zero basically, and
Hmm.
then it's like 25 minutes, it hardens, and
Yeah.
the top layer is still wet, and then they just fold it over.
You're really not cooking it, you're just oxidizing it, aerating it.
Yeah, exactly. And then they give you that like house-made ketchup. Dude, that show's fucking
Oh,
crap,
yeah.
my guy.
We need to I would like to see more house-made ketchup being put on the tables of restaurants in 2023. It's not hard to do,
Hmm.
and it lands so much harder than torched Heinz.
Yeah, absolutely right. So why is ketchup never featured on a sandwich menu? Because think about this, Ty, it goes well with burgers. You know what I mean?
Mhm,
It's like a must when you have a burger. It goes well with
mhm,
hot dogs. Hot dogs
mhm,
are sandwiches. It
mhm.
goes well on omurice. Why
All
doesn't it
handhelds.
all handheld foods? Why doesn't it why isn't it like a acceptable thing to put in a sandwich if it's unless it's
Yeah.
marinara?
It's so strange. I don't even entertain the thought of gracing my bread with the ketchup when I make a homemade sandwich. It doesn't even cross my mind. Yet
No.
tomato is in there. Other ketchup-themed foods would likely present themselves if they existed.
Hmm. Yeah,
I
it's
don't
like
know.
ketchup took a sick day when it came to making the sandwich. It's like, nope, not for me. But all of his best friends are there, you know? It's like
Mhm.
mustard, mayo. Everyone's there except for ketchup. Can we drill down to this why? Like, why is that?
Oh, dude, I'm racking my little monkey brain over it and nothing. I have no
Yeah.
clue why ketchup would be present.
We still got marinara though, and thank God. However, when we went to Subway last time, dude, that marinara bucket was has seen better days. That thing, dude, she pulled that thing from the office. Like, what was she doing with it?
I
What
don't
was
know,
she doing with the fucking marinara in her office?
I don't know why the marinara bucket was behind closed doors. They were
Yeah,
must have been performing some like uh alkaline or acidity tests on it. Perhaps making sure there's no dead rats in it.
yeah,
Run a whisk through it.
yeah. We keep this one on the top shelf because the rats
Hmm.
seem to like it.
Dude, that's a nice warm, tasty bath for a rat.
Yeah, Mamma Mia. So hold on a second. That bucket though, it seemed like it was prepared that day, but we don't really know for sure. Um, the thing that's maybe making me think otherwise is the thick, dark red rim that was like around the top of the bucket.
Mm,
That was
crusty,
like
musty.
crusty, musty, dried marinara. I don't know about that, dude. As soon as I saw that, as soon as I saw her scrape a bit of that with the sauce into your sandwich, I was like, no, thank you.
Yeah, I don't know why she wants to like add a little bit of that for
Yeah,
a little bit of fun in the sandwich.
yeah.
Dude, it's nasty. Marinara is starting to go downhill at Subway. It used to be my like sleeper move to like add a little extra mush and a little bit of zip to my footlong.
Hmm.
But now I'm like concerned. What if there's a mouse in there? I don't want no verminara. What if it's all caked over like the edge of a pizza crust that was cooked for too long? I
Oh
don't want those
no.
marinara shavings.
Yikes. Um, it's fucking disgusting. Do you
Mhm.
remember when probably like 2018 or something, there was like a mouse scandal at one of the restaurants here in Vancouver? It was the chowdery,
I
crab part
remember this.
chowdery. Do we
Proper
even
chow.
know each other back then?
Showing you or you showing me the photo and us both gagging.
That shit was like really fucking nasty because it looked like a mouse was like fully cooked. It was like falling off the bone and it was like
Damn.
in the soup.
Yeah. Yeah, you're getting mouth in every slurp.
Yeah.
Mouse in the mouth.
Mousy mouth. Yeah, dude, that shit was nasty, and I'm pretty sure that place closed down. They just couldn't handle the backlash. They got canceled for not doing anything wrong.
I mean, a little bit negotiable whether they did anything wrong or not. It's really what they didn't do right.
Yeah, that's true. Not doing something is as bad as doing something. You're
Yeah.
complacent in the crime, Ty.
If they wrote rat soup on the like rat soup is the soup of the day, on the label, then they would be protected probably from any controversy
Hmm.
because it was by design.
Yeah. I mean, how do we know, Ty, for a fact that the coronavirus didn't start in Gastown?
The timing does check out, doesn't it?
It does. It was probably like a year before, and we all know it takes about a year for a virus to ravage communities the way the coronavirus has done.
It was in stealth mode.
Hmm.
Shout out to my
That's
tech bros.
disgusting. Shout out to the tech familia. I hope you're enjoying unemployment.
Yeah, times are hard right now.
I heard Subway's hiring.
Yeah. Perfect for the developer in all of us, really.
Hmm. Yeah, if you ever wanted to pick up a day shift at Subway, but just didn't have the time because you were busy making like $500,000 a year, well, now you can go to making, you know, half $100 an hour, maybe,
hmm
or a day. I don't know. It's been a
Yeah,
while since I worked a frontline job, Ty.
dude, you can make half a foot long a minute.
Yeah, you could make a foot long an hour probably, because it's
Probably.
like $15,
Give or take. Depends on
give or take.
minimum wage in your state.
Yeah, depending on how many veggies or meat options you like.
And how slow it takes for your customer to order. If you're like me, can I get a
Hmm. You
you're
know,
not
Ty, I asked
you're
Chat
not gonna meet your
GPT
quota.
today
Yeah, yeah.
what they would order at Subway, and they said that they don't have feelings. It was a weird preface, but then
Mhm.
they proceeded to say that they would go with the veggie sub because it's a popular one.
Hmm.
Interesting, right? Is the veggie sub the most popular sandwich? Or is every sandwich technically a veggie sub with a meat add-on?
Yeah, I think it's the second one, Eric. Every sandwich has veggie sub in it, but not every sandwich is a veggie sub.
Yeah. Wow. So you said, let me get the veggie sub. Oh, and then can you also add me some salami?
hmm Delightful.
Delightful.
That's weird that
I
the
wonder if
chat
it costs
GPT.
less.
Ooh, we should actually look into the cost of a meat ad because you might have just discovered a hack. Because Veggie Delight sometimes flies under, like, it's not even on like the classic menu. It's on like the you are paid by, like, you're on EI menu essentially.
Yeah, dude.
Hmm.
Wow. It's
So
filled with free stuff. So it doesn't matter.
why would Chat GPT preface their answer to this question with "I don't have any feelings"? Are they implying that your Subway sandwich order is a representation of the emotions you have?
Yeah, it really does. And I think the simple act of going to Subway indicates that there is some kind of like self-harm going on. It's
Mhm,
like I hate myself. I'm gonna go eat at Subway. And once you're in the door, it's like, okay, you're at 8 out of 10 self-harm. But
mhm,
then, you might be like, okay, we'll get double meat, and then that brings it up to a 9, and then foot long, okay, it's a 10.
But when I hear you saying to the artist, just like, "Just a little more peppercorn ranch, please. I know you're down bad," and, you're getting a blue sandwich for a blue boy.
Yeah. There's gotta be some like weird cuck fetish going on at Subway, Ty. Hear me out.
Okay.
Because like you could easily make this meal at home. It's totally within your realm of skill, right? Anyone can make a sandwich.
Mhm.
However, some people probably get off on like asking for permission for like a sauce. Like, can I please have some mayo? And it's like, oh, we want this mayo right here. And they said, yes, please. And you say, how about this? And they
Mm.
said, oh yeah.
Damn, so, yeah, there's a bit of a kink there for sure.
There's definitely a king going on, Ty, and I'm convinced.
Huh, so are you did this come to you, Eric, because you yourself are the kinky?
Um, well, Ty, actually, I struggle a lot with authority,
Mm,
so that's why I don't like going to Subway. But I go for the bit. I hate
mhm,
asking for my stuff. I just want to put the gloves on myself, do a hurdle over the glass, and then start building. Um, So I don't think it's me that's, picking up on this, but if I were to put myself in the shoes of a developer or some guy who works at a construction job, I can totally see that.
Yeah, I get that. I think the first mistake you're making though, Eric, is that you assume you have to ask. You could be you could be Eric Boy, just tell him when you walk up there. You can demand what's rightfully yours, which is unlimited free lettuce.
Yeah, I have a right to whatever's in the bucket.
Mhm. Mhm. So don't don't worry about politeness. Don't worry about being withheld anything that's beneath that sneeze guard, Eric. They're not going to deny you anything. So
Mhm.
approach that with the same aggressiveness you might approach a woman at the club or I don't know where else you really get toxic, but like bring that energy to the footlong creation process.
Mhm. Yeah, real men know that you bring that toxic energy everywhere you go,
Hmm.
especially in service environment like Subway.
Hmm. Yeah, there's very
Yeah.
few things I pack around, but I got my iPhone 14, my Blend Jet portable blender, and a bunch of toxic urges.
Mhm. But you know what, Ty? I think if you know what, Ty? If I think if like Subway were to put some hard constraints in the way, pun intended, I
Hmm.
think that people would be trying to find ways to finesse those constraints and get more than what they're entitled to. Like, I want some lettuce on the side. Can you box it up for me? That kind of thing.
Mm.
But because Subway gives you the illusion of choice, it's like, oh, there's no guardrails here. I'll be conservative then. Most people I feel like are like, that's enough. I realize I have the ability to add whatever, but I'm not going to do that.
Right. It's kind of like how in the professional world, if you get a unlimited vacation days, studies show you're less likely to use a regular amount of vacation days. And the unlimited
Hmm.
vegetable options probably function the same way, where people actually put less vegetables than they would expect because they were co-creating it.
Exactly. It's the
Mm.
same as like the Autobahn in Germany. It's like if you take away the speed limit and people go 90,
Mhm.
but you add a speed limit that's 100 and then people are going 120.
Mhm. Doesn't make any sense. So, I think the challenge here is well, it does make sense. It's psychology
Unless you're in a
101.
BMW.
Yeah, in which case if as long as you pay your fees, you get to go as fast as you want.
Hmm.
I think that there's something really interesting to this psychology area because when Subway gives you the right to do anything, but you have to get past the first level of the hierarchy of everything pyramid, which is just selecting your meat, cheese, and vegetables. And very few people graduate to like another level of critical thinking where they realize they can actually re-explore what a sandwich even is on the lines of Subway. Like boxing up the vegetables to take home, brilliant idea. Maybe you bring your own like base material. Like you don't want flatbread, bring a pizza crust. I don't know, bring a pita wrap from the next door fast food restaurant and start building from there, you know? You are truly free to manipulate this material in any way you need, but you need to first liberate your mind before you can liberate the footlong.
Wow, that was powerful, Ty.
Thank you.
Beautiful. I can't think of anything else to add to that because I think you summed it up. And that's something we're gonna record and put in our bio now.
Time to think outside the footlong.
Hmm. Well, Ty, I think it's time to wrap it up because we got some outdoor activities to enjoy now, and it's
Yeah,
a nice day. Let's get outside.
let's get this bread. I'll be hitting the slopes tonight. I'm sure you'll be hitting the court. You probably have a DUI or something. I'm
Wow,
just
that
kidding.
was like
I'm
a
talking about
you
the
zigged,
tennis court.
you zigged, and I was gonna zag. That was whirlwind right there. But
Damn.
no, Ty, I am going to be eating pizza tonight.
Mm, I love the sound of that.
Mhm.
Uh,
Well,
to pay extra close attention to the marinara sauce on it. Make sure there's no rat tails in it.
yeah, I'll make sure there's no crunchy bits in that. And if
Hmm.
if there are, it's going right back.
Perfect. All right, King. All right, breadheads. Thank you for listening. Follow us on Instagram. Buy a blender at 12% off. The breadhead12 is the code. And have a
You
good
already know
one.
where the fuck to go. It's blendjet.com. You already know the fucking vibes.
Yeah, you know why I'm here.
Uh, at Jen Selter.
Shout out to Jen Selter, everyone.
When you cop a blender, cop a blender and then send us a photo of it. I would love to see I would love to see your blender, your colorway, and
Mm,
whatever you're making that day. Let us know. Bang our line real quick.
hmm I would love that too.
Excellent. Ty, I will talk to you on Tuesday. Have a great weekend. Make sure you stay safe on the slopes.
I will. Kind regards.
Kind regards, King. Ciao.
Ciao.